Welcome to this look at quite a lot of new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday 28th of May. We've got an absolute ton of new mods. Again, this is going to be two parts, I'm sorry. The reason it's kind of not doubled up, but we've got a few more, is yesterday saw update 1.9 go live. Precision farming got updated, but apparently there were a lot of problems with precision farming. So the guys at Giants had to jump onto that to get that fixed. So yesterday's mods didn't get released. So yesterday's mods have rolled over onto today's mods. And we've got a fair bit. Updates we had yesterday, none today. Which included precision farming, which has now had a second update. The map Shpakovo by Rajo G Play and Yankus doesn't say if it needs a new save game or not. The Deutzfahr 6215 TTV by Blauer. The Buckets Pack by Pushcap and the Diesel Production by LS Factory Mods. In front of me, just here, we have got the Pack Balise Temporaire de Chantier by Kaymara. 0.86 megabytes downloaded. One's on the slot account. You'll find these under build mode. These were under decoration, if I recall correctly. There we go. Marker's just there. So these were, yeah, one's on the slot account and the price there, 180, 180 and 180. So you've got the central pole there. You've got a flag to the left and a centrally mounted flag, I guess you would call that, reflector. Place these. When you're done with them, you can remove them and walk away. Whatever you want to do with them, it's up to you. The Pack Balise Temporaire de Chantier by Kaymara. Next, we've got the Pioneer Tent making a return. This is by Vergamini Modding Lostgamer. 11.71 megabytes download, 8 slots, 20,000 to buy. Customization option on this is colour. Build mode and farmhouses is where you will find it. I do like this one. We've had it before. Turn on the lamplight. Hang on, let's do the lamplight first. It actually does the lamp, which is cool. And if we light a fire, there's no sound effect to it this time. There's no crackle, but the lighting effect is very cool on there as well. Sleep trigger is at the front, and our wardrobe trigger is round the back. Just there. Better turn that off. Don't want to leave that going while we're out and about, do we? That's the Pioneer Tent. Next we've got the placeable refill tanks. I thought we'd had these already. I must be dreaming it. 3.49 megabytes download, 3's on the slot accounts. Colour option, as you can see, I've got brown on that one, yellow on that one, red on that one. So when you do R3, click down and you'll be able to change the colour of the framework if you want to. These are 3's on the slot count, I've just said that. 10,000 litres each by DD ModPassion. Build mode, if we go up to the top and come across to our containers. That's where you'll find them, 8,500 for each one. And we have got refill silo seed, solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and our herbicide just there. So yeah, pick the amount you want. Like with a lot of things you refill yourself, taking out is done there. It has got a putting in icon. I haven't tried to do that yet. But it does give the impression you can refill this rather than refill from there. If you've got spare or you're producing any, you could potentially refill them. But there you go. That is the placeable refill tanks. Next, we've got the liquid fertilizer facility. This is 3.03 megabytes download, 21 slots, 80,000. This is by Rockhound Modding. And we'll find this under build mode and factories. Just there, as I said, 80 grand, no customization option on this, but when we come over to it just here, as you can see, very clear what it is. Click on there, liquid fertilizer. Solid fertilizer and water will make liquid fertilizer. Now you may ask, well, why would you take solid fertilizer if you already bought it and turn it into liquid fertilizer? With precision farming as well now, and all the various different sprayers with all the spray control and that kind of stuff, you might be spraying a lot more than you are solid fertilizing. It will still work with solid fertilizer, but what this will do as well, there's a small amount of difference in price between buying solid fertilizer and liquid fertilizer, again depending on whether you're using a mod or where you're buying it from. But what this does on the recipe, 10 solid fertilizer and 10 water, and you can get water free, gives you 20 liquid fertilizer. You're doubling what you're getting out of this. So it actually works out not a bad idea. I've had that running the whole time I've been set up, and I've got 4,190 litres already, so it runs at a fair speed and it will do the job. I love the security cameras on top. Got to protect that liquid fertilizer, people. Got to protect it. Putting in is done there. Taking out is done to the side there. Moving on, we have got... This is the Outdoor Silos by PfalzAgrar. This is 0.13 megabyte download. One's on the slot count, and I've got a note here that says hide stakes. Build mode and silos is where you'll find them. So these are flat, open plan. So these three just here, 1,000, 2,000 and 3,000 to buy. 6 by 31, 8 by 39 and a 12 by 58. I think I went for the 2,000. And you can see the stakes at the corner. And you can see I've put some chaff in. I put all these out because I need to test to see whether there's any leakage, seepage through the walls and stuff like that. This one did exactly what I hope they do. Sometimes they spill out, but absolutely fine. And what you can do, if you go to the back corner here, if you look top left, I think it's only on the back corner of this one here. Depends which way around you place it. Hide wooden stakes, do that, and my wooden stakes will disappear. So you can use them for placement and then take them away if you want, or leave them, it's entirely up to you. Then do your compacting, cover it, and you're good to go. So that is the Outdoor Silos by PfalzAgrar. Next we've got the Bulk Materials Silo. Now it says silos, there is only one of them. This is 3.53 megabytes download, 4 on the slot count, 1,500. This by Maca. Build mode and tools was where this one was found, just there, and placed. Nicely made and detailed, looks like concrete. I love the fact you've got some of the concrete chipped away. You can see the rebar underneath. That's pretty cool as well. And this is just designed for putting anything up against. I mean, you can just have it as a barrier if you want to. But again, I put some oats in here to see if it would seep through the wall. I mean, the tiniest, I mean, barely even worth mentioning really. But no creep, nothing through the bottom of there at all. So use it for what you will. That's not a silo per se. You just pile your stuff up in there, whether it's potatoes, sugar beet, carrots, anything you like, pile it up. That's the Bulk Material Silo. Next we got the Silage Silo 6-pack. I've put one of the 6 out, and again, nice and made detailed, little sort of walkway across the top there if you want to use it as such. Again, build mode and silos is where you'll find them. This is 25.07 megabytes download, 3s and 4s on the slot count by Hoster. So if we come down to, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Various different prices, various different sizes. First 3 are drive-throughs, and the second 3 are the U-shape or C-shape, U-shape, that are closed off at one end. So pick and choose what you want, obviously various different sizes. They only go at 90-degree angles, you can't rotate them fully. And then what I did as well with this one, you'll see as we go into it, there you go, fill level, chaff and compacting. Put some in, check at the back. See if any bleed through. No bleed through at all. Pretty solid, sturdy, and again the concrete texture and stuff on them looks absolutely wondrous. That's the Silage Silo 6-pack. Next we've got the Silage Bunker. A lot of silage stuff today. This is by Lancyboi, 8.43 megabytes download, 4 slots, 25,000 to purchase. So this you'll find again under silos. Come down a little bit further this time. Just there, 25 grand. Customization option is colour. There's no solar panels or anything on this one. And we come into, I don't think there's any lighting either. But again, nice and made and detailed, nicely weathered. I love the sort of weathering on the beams. And it's all random as well. I say random, you know what I mean? It's been done, but it looks very cool. No bleed through at the back of this. Again, it was like the other one. There's a fraction, I think, at the very, very base. Oh no, it's not even shown on this one. Maybe I was thinking of another one. Yeah, no bleed through. Covered silage clamp. Did I say the rest of the details on this? 8.43, 4 slots. Yeah, I did, yeah. So there we go. That's by Lancyboi. Next we move on to this. This is the Double Rod Mat Fence Pack by ModdingAssociation Katsuo. 6.14 megabytes download, 6 slots, 7, 10 and 13 meters are the gates, but this has 5 or 6 different segment options, and you'll find this under your fences. So that's your fence section. There's your small gate section. Then we've got That one there, that's your 7 metre. Then round there we've got a 10 metre, and then round the back we've got the 13 metre gate section. And the great thing with this is you can place that, then continue with your fence section, which sets the fence section actually back a little bit. So when you open and close the gates, the gate doesn't get away in the fence. So it's pretty cool. We go into our build mode, go down to our fences. Just there. So as I said, there's your fence section. Change segment type, there's the first small gate. Segment type, that's your 7, that's your 10, that's your 13. Yeah, 5 options, there you go. And then mix and match them to your heart's content to set up your fencing however you want. I love that turnbuckle to keep that very tight. Need to keep it very tight. Right, so there we go. So that is the double rod mat fence pack. Next we have got, all right, the next couple I'm just going to show you them. So if we go into build mode and sheds, we've got the concrete block garage. This is by 750 Ti modding, 10.01 megawatts download, 18 slots. Click on that. This is the building. No customization option on it. So it's a block shed. Swing open doors at the sides, larger doors in the middle. Fairly straightforward in its design. 35 grand as you can see. Concrete block garage. Next we've got, come out of there. I've got to make sure I get the right one. Shed, right, so this shed mod then. 11.43 megabytes download, 4 and 5 on the slot count. The 5 slot count one, which is that one there, that is with income. So that comes with, it's the solar tent it's referring to it as, 0 to 4,272 per month. So if we look at the first one, customization option on this, and this is the same on both. So if we close in on the wall, he says, customization option, we've got brick, we've got rough cast, and we've got plaster, and then back again. Come out of there, we're going to that one which has the solar panel on the roof. So that's the one will earn you income. Same options again for customization, brick, rough cast or plaster on those. That's the shed. Next we have got this one here. Sorry, I didn't say who the shed was by. It's by Mateus Hupalo. Next we've got the roofed bunker silo with wood chip storage by PXLR, 9.17 megabytes download. I've got 11 under shed. And then silo, I didn't write down what the slot count was, but I can't see it being much different. I've put the silo in, so I'll show you the shed first. So the shed was that one there. So if you place that, it's just a shed, but when it places it, you'll see it places it raised, so you might want to, well you can, and I'll show you that in a moment, you can actually landscape around the side of this. Some of them it doesn't allow you to, but this one did, which I thought was quite handy. So that's the standard shed there. No customization option. We go from there to our silos, which is that one there. Same price, and when you place that one, that has a silage clamp in the back of it. So the first one you can put anything in it. The second one under silos is a silage clamp for doing your silage type work. If I come off of there, actually if we go back into there, go to here, and we go to soften, you'll see if we go around the edges, it will allow me to, so you can blend this into a hillside or add grass or whatever you want to do. Like I say, some don't allow you to, but this one seems to be pretty good for that. And you can smooth it out, do whatever you want, extend it further if you want to. I'm sure that I'm sure that would work. There we go. So you can extend it out further if you wanted to mix it into a landscape, and then do your slope adjustment or whatever you want to do, build yourself a ramp or however you want to go about it is up to you, but it does work, which is pretty cool. So the shed section is up the top here, just in here. I like the texture on the ground as well, that brick paving, that's pretty cool. And then because I've gone for the silo version, as we go into the side here, you'll see there it's got fill level chaff top left and compacting, and there was, this might have been the one, there was a tiny bit of bleed through at ground level, but literally just changes the ground texture. Like some of them we've had where it's poured out the sides, all of the ones today seem to be pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. That's the roofed bunker silo with wood chip storage. Next we have got the shed with extra wide doors. Just here. This is by ikas. It is 5.17 megabytes download, 10 slots, 125,000 to buy. Customization option on this is for solar panel and colour, as you can see. I went for green. If we open the doors, which I've already done, double wireds. If we go into here, we've got our lighting, lights on and off. Now, I don't know if you noticed or not, but around the bottom of this, we have got a strip, which is the same colour that we've chosen for our customization option. So this you'll find in our build mode and sheds. If we come to this one just here, this then says bottom trim on or off. If I press that button, that then takes that trim off the bottom and leaves the whole thing flat-sided without that green trim around the bottom, or whatever colour you have chosen. It's a bit of a beast. Actually, I didn't open that one. That's even bigger, isn't it? Let's see how these ones open. Oh wow, that is the whole thing. I thought it might go one side and the other. That is absolutely... I mean, it's opened half the side of the shed. Pretty cool. That's the shed with extra wide doors. Next we've got the barn with workshop. That's across the front here. 8.9 megabytes download, 21 slots, 37,000 to buy by PXLR. No, not that one. We've done that one already. This one here. This one you'll find under build mode and tools. Just there. 37 grand. As I said, no customization options are available, but I like this because the detailing, some of them I put out again, I wanted to check a few things, and I'm trying to avoid putting as much stuff out as possible. But I have to say, the animation on the doors on this was pretty cool. Nice, solid, chunky doors. Side section here for parking, whatever you want. And if we go to the back of here, we got our workshop option. This is repair only, not repair and repaint. And then we have a light switch over on the side here. Lovely. That's the barn with workshop. Now we've got the barn with cowshed. Just here. Exactly. This is 21.78 megabytes download, 29 slots, 55,000 to buy. We'll hold 20 animals. This is by Roger. You'll find it in the build modes. Go down to our animals, and that one just there. No customization options. It comes just as it is, and there's no pen on this that extends out or anything like that. So our dialogue box is here for animals. As you can see, it will hold 20. They are in there. Milk point is there. Double doors. Drive through. Doors at the front. Doors at the back. This does require water as well. Water trigger is here. Bedding and feed trigger was just inside here. Nice and straightforward. The light switch was... I think the light switch was just there. There was definitely a light switch because I've got the lights turned on. Maybe I did another side. I thought, oh, there's our slurry point. I thought this one had an option. There's a few today had an option for removing the decoration, but I don't think it did. So we come around to this side. So that's the cow section of it. We've got two side sections like this for storage of things. That's just a decorative. That's nothing we can do about that. Open this one up. Now taking my head off with that top beam. Drive through sections with storage inside here. It's just nicely made and detailed, and I wanted to check on the cow situation, so there we have it. I think I might have left a vehicle running. I'll go and check that in just a moment. So that is the, if I can find it again, the barn with cowshed. Next we've got this. This is the old shed by A2OK. It's 22.94 megabytes download and 20 slots. Again, I put this out because I just thought, again, decorative item. I wanted to see about lighting. It just looked really, really nice. So I thought, you know what, we'll put it out. We have got a side door that opens just for extra storage of whatever you want to put in there. We've got a lot of hand tools and small things like buckets and stuff like that now. So you can get away with doing stuff like that. That's the old shed by A2OK. Build mode and sheds is where you'll find it. Next we've got the logistics centre. So this is 6.88 megabytes download, 2 slots, 150,000 to buy by FSPT. It is in essence just a very, very large pallet storage building. I mean, that in essence is what it does. And it does say in the description, if you set your factories and stuff to distributing, it will distribute to here. Then from here you can either distribute out further on, or you can set to sell or whatever, so you can simulate the fact it is selling from here. You can't go into this building at all. It's just a rather large building. Build mode and tools is where you'll find it. Just there, like I said, 150 grand. There was no customization option for colour or anything. Nope, came just like that. Now, I have often found in the past, if you're setting productions to distributing, if you've got other productions that take them, whilst they may distribute into here, some bits will distribute elsewhere. And also, if you're distributing from here, it depends how many other productions you've got running. But this will hold 4 million litres of any product, pretty much. So once it's in here, we've got storing, change output to selling, distributing, and it takes pretty much everything. All at 4 million litres. So it's a massive space with tons and tons of room. So if you want to set your things into here, you absolutely can. And then you're setting your output mode. If you put it on storing, once stuff comes in here, on storing, it will automatically put them out into this hazard marked area here, which is where your pallets will come out of. So if you wanted to get them distributed to here, then collect them. So it's basically just a central storage point, I mean, in essence, on a map, rather than going out and collecting them from everywhere. Have everything distributed into here, and then if you want to do it manually, you can get it from here and go on with lorries, etc. Again, like I say, however you want to go about that is your choice. That's the logistics centre. Next we have got, I think we need to go up onto the hillside now. Next up we've got this. This is the old stable. This is by MA7 Studio. 35.81 megabytes download, 27 slots, 130,000 to buy. It says in the description 96 animals in the standard configuration. You can extend the pen. Pen is on the other side. You can extend the pen if you want to. I left it standard. Now, leaving it standard, it says 96. When I clicked on it, it said 86. Doesn't matter, could just be a typo. And we do have a manure heap built into this one as well. Slurry point just there. Dialogue box is just here for our animals. Gates slide open with ease and breeze. Bedding and feed trigger across the front. This is another one that you've got the rebar showing through the concrete, so it's got that kind of old weathered feel to it. The MA7 Studio stuff is very cool. Actually, maybe that ends, yeah, that ends the manure, that ends the slurry. This end is the slurry, should I say. Milk point just here. We can go inside the building. We can open this door as well to go inside. Ooh. But a fairly large proposition nonetheless. Build mode under our cows, and this one is that one there. No customization option other than extending the pen and having the meadow. There's nothing for colour, solar panels, anything like that. But like I say, having a built-in manure heap is very handy on that one. Next we have got two by ModdingAssociation Katsuo. We've got the modern pigsty, which is just here, and then just here we have got the modern cow stable. So the modern pigsty is 24.8 megabytes download, 13 slots, 364,000 to buy, will hold 460 animals. No customization option for pen size. It stays as it is. It's a building, but we do have customization option for solar panel and colour. As you can see, I've changed the siding colour, and there's solar panels on the roof as well. And then the modern cow stable, 12.15 megabytes download. It is 24 slots, 195,000 to buy. I didn't write down how many animals this held, but it doesn't matter. We'll sort that in just a moment. So this one we've got lots of little side rooms. I love the little keypads on here as well, which is pretty cool. Sort of an office in here with light switches and stuff. There's nothing else in here, but offices in here. Feed point just here. Straw for bedding was just inside the doorway here. Now dialogue box for our pigs at 460 is there. We have lighting, various different locations. So we've got the small stable this end. And by putting a few, you can see the bedding started to go. I didn't put a lot in, just enough to see where the trigger was. So you've got small pens here in the small stable. You can't decide where they go. And then this is the larger pen out the back here. The back doors do open as well. Lighting on here. Not low vis red lighting, but it is. And you can see the various different animals. I put 30 in here out of 460. A little bit of bedding in there. But they are all over the place in here. So that is your pig pen. If you want manure, you are going to have to place a manure heap or Manure extension to go with that. But the various different doors and stuff open. It's a rather large building. Then I'll show you all of these in just a second. Then moving on to the modern cow stable. Slurry point is just there. I think all these gates open. Yes, they do. I'm not in the way. Closed door. Our dialogue box is just here, and again this gate does open as well. So this one will hold 70. This again didn't have the option for customization or anything like that. Milk point is just here. This door didn't open, but our shed light option was there, like so. We did we have a light option inside here as well? Can't remember. But at the back of this, I left this one open so it could stay drive-through. This one here is done from the inside, so we can open this door here from the inside, but this one here can only be done from the outside. If I now go back into the building and come in through the building, I can't open this door from the inside. It has to be done. So if you want to make it drive through, you need to open that first from the outside, and then do that and open that, and you've got your drive through there. If you want it to be drive through, that is entirely up to you, of course. So into our build mode. There's our modern cow stable. This has a customization option on it as well. If we click over to the side there, you'll see we've got a few different options for customization. We've got old brick without solar, old brick with solar, modern brick without solar, modern brick with solar. And then we've got colour option, which does the siding on the building. And then if we go to our pigs, the modern cow I just said pigs. The modern pig one there, customization on this as well. Red roof without solar, red roof with solar, dark roof without, dark roof with. Back again, colour option does the siding, and you saw we did the cream siding on the side of that one. So that's all of those. Now this is where things get a little bit fruity, because we've got 3 packs now, and I hope I can fit all of these in and then move on to the rest of the stuff. It's the packs that are absolutely killing me at the moment. So the first pack is the German Farmbuildings pack by OmaTana. 68.33 megabytes download. There are 15 items within this pack. So we start off, actually I should have started off behind here, with farmhouses. There are 3 farmhouses, each of which you can go into. I will show you one of them, not all of them. Colour options on them, on each one, so you can change the colour of the various different sidings, door frames, windows, that kind of stuff. You can see there are wardrobe triggers at the front or the back, depending which way around you place it. Doors open. These are all OmaTana stuff. It's always really nicely made and detailed, especially our houses. In and out of the houses with the various different decoration in there. If we come to this door here, we have a downstairs facility. Upstairs, in here, we've got our sleep trigger. That opens out into the veranda outside. There's another one on the other side as well. Coming to this side, office. Back here we've got another small room. Oh, I'm just thinking, where was the wardrobe trigger? I showed you it on the deck as we walked in, didn't I? The go sleep and wardrobe trigger here at the first farmhouse. If we come out of here, so the farmhouses, 3 of 36 slots, 31 slots and 8 slots. Customization options we already talked about. Build mode up to the top, across to our farmhouses, and you'll find them just there. That's the one I placed. That one's for 35 grand. Again, lovely detail on this one. You can change the colour option on that as well. And then this one here, a little bit cheaper still. Doesn't have all the decoration of the other one with all the plant pots and stuff like that, and the chimneys and stuff. It's a more basic version of. But that's the farmhouses. Next we come out of there and we go to silos. So under our silos we have got in this pack, if I get this right, we've got a pallet and bale storage large, which is this one just here. Again, colour option on the doors and stuff, I've gone for yellow. That's 30 grand, will hold 700 pieces. We've got a pallet and bale storage smaller. I didn't place one of these. That's that one there. That will do 500 pieces. Again, colour option can be changed on that one. We have then got barn silo, which is this one here. So this is a silo inside the barn. That's 30 grand, 10 million litre multi-fruit. And then we come from there and we've got multi-fruit silo, which comes in this pack. Again, 10 million litres. That's a more standard silo. And the other one is silo inside a barn. So, if we whiz around here, you'll see all the various different doors that open on this one. And there are a load of doors. There's tons of space inside. If we go upstairs, you'll see the various different things I put in here, and it is bale and pallet. So we've got a selection of all sorts of stuff, including bales, all sorts of pallets, bags, wood beams, prefab walls. It takes pretty much everything, which is very cool. Putting in is done at this location just here, and then taking out is done just over here. So you can open dialog box and you can continue. So that's the bale and pallet, or one of the two I just showed you. The silo in here, we do have lighting. Where was the light switch? It's over here. Doors open at either end. I'm curious because it looks like the lighting effect on all of these is already there. If I turn the lights on, the lights come on, but the lighting effect remains regardless as far as I can tell. And as I said, if we click on that, you get all the various different things. It is a multi-route silo. It takes pretty much everything. OmaTana stuff is pretty good for that as well. So that's the houses, bale and pallet storages and silos. Next we move on to, I've got to remember where this was. We'll go to sheds next. So we start here with this one here. We've got the large shed. The large shed is 4 slots, and then the small shed is also 4 slots, 8 grand, and then 1,000. You can see the difference in size. Again, colour options on these. On that one you can see we've got green on the rafters and stuff. That one's a yellow, so you can change the colour on those if you want to. If we go across one, we've got barn medium. I didn't place one of these out, but the barn medium looks like that. Again, colour options available on that one. If we go down again, you've got barn small, which looks like that. Again, colour option. And then garage, farm garage, I put just there. So these were the barn medium, barn small, 7 slots and 6 slots. Farm garage, 3 slots, and the 2 sheds we talked about. Again, colour option available on all of these. If we go across from there to... There's so much stuff in these. I'm sorry, I know I'm whizzing through, but... If we go to just here, we've got a buying station, which is part of this pack as well. The buying station is 5 slots, 5,000, as you can see. You can purchase everything it's showing there. Pretty much anything you can purchase from there. So let's have a look at the garage. Garage doors just open here. Does this have a light switch? Maybe not. Was it in the middle? No, don't know. There you go, that's the garage. Now the sheds, they've been shed packs from OmaTana already, so this is part of, if you've seen these before, there's a lever at the back of these, so you can have them drive through and open. So this one is the big one. I can move the wall up or down, so if you don't want it. And then the one that's smaller, it just does the back wall, but you've got completely open, or we can do it again on this one, raise the back wall, so it's kind of closed in from the elements in one direction as well. Now we'll move on a little bit further, and in this pack we have also got, yep, build mode, factories. So just here we have got the fermenting silo. The fermenting silo is 3 slots, 30,000. I'll show you what that ferments in just a moment. And then next to that we've got the farm bakery. The farm bakery is 12 slots, and customization option for colour on there, as you can see. We're getting there. So let's have a look at the... I've got another 2 packs to do before I finish at least this section. Anyway, we've got chaff silage and chaff silage digestate. So the first one is just chaff in, silage out. The second one is chaff and water, and it will give you silage and digestate out, and then that process then continues. So grass silage and digestate, hay drying. And the recipes are pretty high. Cycles per month aren't very high, but they don't need to be, because at 1,000 to 1,000 you don't lose anything. This will run pretty rapidly. Hay silage and hay silage with digestate. Straw silage with digestate. Top mix ration recipes. First one is hay, silage and straw. Second one is hay and silage. Third one is hay, silage, straw and mineral feed on those. And again, recipes are pretty high, so cycles a month don't need to be, and they will run fairly quickly. So fermenting silo there. Then next door to that we've got the farm bakery, which is just here. And if I open up the door here and go inside, what I do like about this as well, you've got these, like you can prepare dough, and then this one we can bake. Please bake. There we go. When that finishes, it lifts up. Oh, it's gone. When I first did it, there was just dough in the bottom, and it made the sort of ball. Prepare dough. There we go. It's just a small animation just to give you a bit more immersion to what you're doing. So this one we can do barley flour, we can do, keep doing it, barley flour, bread, cake, corn flour, flour from long grain rice, oat flour. Now it says pig food, sorghum flour, wheat flour. If we look at the recipes down here, the wheat flour gives you pig food as a byproduct. The sorghum flour doesn't. The oat flour doesn't. There were more that did. There we go. The corn flour gives you pig food as a byproduct. The cake baking gives you pig food as a byproduct. Bread baking does, and your barley flour does as well. So you can do all those various different products. So it's basically a flour mill and a bakery, but you can get pig food as a byproduct out. I'm not sure why that one says pig food 1-to-1, because if they're producing it anyway, why would you use pig food to make pig food? I'm not sure about that one. That might be if you want to distribute. No, why would you distribute out to? Because animal pens don't take it automatically, do they? Don't know. That's a weird one. But anyway, that, I think, was that all of it? I'm looking at my list. I think that's all 15 items. Oh, from the German Farmbuildings pack by OmaTana. Next, we've got one in between the next two packs, but I'll try and get it done. And it's this absolute beastie. At the end of the day, it is a fairly standard one, but this is the BJ Complex. This is by Maddog Design. It is, I moved my notes. Why did I move my notes? 38.66 megabytes download and 24 slots. It takes up quite a bit of room. It does show the trigger up there, but I did bring some manure over, and when I pulled up next to it, it allowed me to put the manure straight in here as well. So you can use buckets, you can use conveyors if you want to go more realistic, but it did allow me to put up next to it. Now it does have this one here for tipping. I'm not sure what I would tip there. It allowed me to tip over there. It was a curiosity and no mistake. If I click on this, manage production, you'll see there we've got manure, silage, slurry, sugar beet cut, and yeah, I mean, it takes pretty much all sorts of stuff. I've already got 2,408 litres of digestate from my production, and yeah, I don't think there was anything else to this. Colour option on the main building, storage space for equipment and machinery, so you can store stuff. Yeah, there weren't any other triggers. So when it says it produces electricity and methane, there's no way of taking those out. At the end is where you take your digestate out. That one down there, just there. But a lot of biogas plants are like that. If we go into our build mode, this one is under factories as well, just there, 1.5 million. When we go to place this one, you can see what colour it is already. Click on customise, click on colour, and you can pick what colour you want your... did I pick that colour? Oh, I did. I was going for yellow. There you go. So you can pick the colour you want for those various different items on there. Straightforward-ish. That's the BJ Complex. Next we've got the small farm pack, and it's anything but small. Was it this one? No. That's the old small buildings pack. We want this one. I'm going to have a breakdown. We're going to have this one here. The small farm pack. This by Holt FS. 23.7 megabytes download. There are 9 items. So when I put on the mod reviews, 42 plus mods or whatever it might be, I reckon we'll be over 60 today. Because I've had some, we had 4, 3, 6, 2. OmaTana, this is 15. This is 9. The old small buildings pack is 9. Yeah, I mean we're way over. So this is 23.7 megabytes download. Go into here first, and we'll go to our sheds. I don't think I put all the sheds out. Say all the sheds. Yeah. So here, let's go to there. So the first ones here are these two. These are 3 and 4 on the slot count. As you can see, 3 and 4. That one there. Now we've got some different options on this for customization. The same as some of them. So we've got standard, design 1, design 2, design 3, design 4, 3, back to standard. Oh, it was on the back. I was thinking, what changed between that and that? That. That's that one. Then this one didn't have any customization options. It came just like that. That's under our sheds. Brilliant stuff. Then we go from our sheds to our silos, and we want that one there, which is this one just here. So here's our silo. This one is 7 slots, 550,000 litres, standard crop types. It's not a multi-fruit or anything like that. This, did I put a customisation option on this? No, no customisation option. It comes just as it is. That's under our silos. If we go from there to our containers, we've got under containers 2 fuel buildings. There's the first one covered, and then we've got the fuel tank on its own. Again, some customization options on these. So this is 10 slots and 5 slots, and then we've got a water tower there, which is also under containers. The water tower is 3 slots. So if I just come forward again, if we click on that, and you'll see the options. That's how it comes standard. Customization option, we've got standard, open on that side, with a cover on there, back to standard again. No, not back to standard again. Right, closed in, open, double open, like that, then back to there. There we go. That's that one. Then we go to the other fuel one, which is just that one there. But this one's got standard, design 1, design 2, back to standard. So covered, or on stilts, or back off again. That's that one. And then if we go down to here, we got a water one, which is 500, no customization option. It comes just like that. Next we have got under tools, just here, which is this one just here. This is the workshop, so click on that again. Workshop options on this, customize. We got that one, that one, that one, that one, and back to standard again. That's our workshop trigger. If we come out of there and we go, what was also under tools? Well, I've got 2 things. Oh yes, we've also then got this, which is our jet wash station. There is a jet wash in the back of it, so you bring your vehicles up, it washes them, and all the water then runs off away from it, so you're kind of up off the ground already. The jet wash station didn't have any customization options, it came as it is. And then finally in this pack, I think it's finally, if we come down to our lights options, down to here, single street lantern. Click on that. We have the option on this one, customize manual lighting or automatic. I went for manual so we can switch that one on and off. So here's our silo, in and out, done here. As I said, standard crop types, 550,000 litres, just there. Oh, did I, light switches just over there. All the light switches on these are very similar, if not identical. There you go. Toggle our light switch. Around the side here, we've got the stilted one, refill silo up to 10,000 litres. The one inside the barn, again lighting on this one, refill point is just there, 10,000 litres, light switch just there. We do have another light switch just here for this side section. Maybe not, that's weird. Okay, they're all on already. Water point is just there that we put in as well. Then we've got our workshop trigger, which is just inside here. It's the same building, just with various different amendments made to it. Repair only, not repair and repaint. Again, with the various different light switches. Then we come round here and up onto this. This is our jet wash station. We do have a light switch in here. And we can take our lance, do our jet washing, and then we come out of there, down here, turn on light, like so. So you can place those around to your heart's content. That's the small farm pack by Holtz FS. Next, we've got the old small buildings pack. Help me! This is by Bartson V3. This is 54.5 megabytes down low. We've got a cow barn, which is 45 slots, will hold 15. We've got a chicken barn pen, 18 slots. That will hold 150, I think it was. We've got a shed with workshop, which is 10 slots, I think it was. Yes. We've got barn with bale and pallet storage, 18 slots, will hold 600. We've got a farmhouse, which is 35 slots. We have got, what else have we got? We've got a well, which is 10 slots. We've got a greenhouse, which is 18 slots. We have got some fencing, which is 4 slots with some options. And then we've got others. We've got a decorative sort of shed outhouse on here as well. So build mode, up to our animals, down to our cows. That's that one. Yep, that one just there, 35 grand there. No customization options. Keep doing it. Go across to our chickens. That's that one there, 14 grand. No customization options. If we go from there, it was, what was next? Shed with workshop. I can't remember if this was under sheds or under workshops. I think it was under sheds. Shed with workshop, 5 grand. That's that one just there. Then next to that, we've got the barn with bale storage. That's that one just there. That's 15 grand. We go from there across to our... Actually, was it under containers? Where was our well? Well, there you go. There's our well, 400 under containers. If we go across to our farmhouses, just there, 14 grand is the farmhouse. There was no customization option for colour or anything like that. No, it came just as it is, like that. We come down and we go across to our greenhouses. Just there, 400 for our greenhouse. Under there. If we go from there to our fences, just there, you'll see the various different options. We've got fencing, single gate, bigger gate. That all goes in our options here. So we do, there's our fence, swap it, there's our gate, press it again, there's our double gate. We can reverse these, whichever side you want. No colour options, they come as they are. So let's whiz into here. As you can see, food trigger is just here. Dialogue box for our animals is just there. This will hold 15. We got our milk point just there. Light switch options. These all marked nice and clearly all over the place. In here as well. This opens. We've got some storage and stuff in here too. Our slurry point was around the side or around the back. Oh, there you go. There's our slurry point just there. This we can remove the props. Like that. Doesn't remove all the props. Then move over to our chicken pen. Just here you can see we've got some chickens out. Various of the different doors open. I love the detailing on these. The rust on the hinges and all the various different things like that, which is pretty cool. Feed point is just here. Pallets will spawn out here. Our dialogue box for our chickens is just there of our 150. Again, it's just a nice pack, you know, with all the various different things in it. We've got storage around the sides here in our shed with workshop. Workshop trigger is just inside here, and your vehicles you put out the front and it works no problem at all for our workshop. Next door to that we've got our bale and pallet storage. It is bale and pallet. These do open drive through, but what we also have on here is, if we can get these to work, remove partitions. So if you want to have more space, you can remove the partitions all across here. I thought this was one that had a floor that went in, but it hasn't given me the option for that. Remove the partition here as well. So putting in is done over here. Now I can't get these partitions to move, so putting them in, you kind of have to lift them over because that's where the trigger is, this side. Taking out is done over here, sorry, just there. If we open our dialogue box, let's take that one out for example, put us out there. I've got liftables, so there you go, takes you straight away. Bale and pallet storage just in there, drive through on both. Our farmhouse, this is another one you go into. Let's open that, come in here, open door to the side, takes it here. Wardrobe trigger, just there. We come through and this side here, just a little storage area. At the back here, we are a sleep trigger. Oh, open window, didn't even notice that. Well, there you go. That's pretty cool, I like that. Didn't notice that on the other one. Does the window open in here anywhere? Oh yeah, look. That's pretty cool. Neat, very neat indeed. So that's the farmhouse. That's the well. Come and collect your water. We've then got our green. I do like this greenhouse as well. This one's got the door. You kind of just put the whole section to one side. But it's really nicely detailed. I think it's pretty nice as well. Click on there. So, chili peppers, garlic, lettuce, snapper cabbage, spring onions, strawberries and tomatoes. Cycles and recipes are fairly standard. Nothing crazy. It's not a large one. It's, you know, it's designed to fit in with this entire pack. We've seen our fences and gates. We put those out. But there you go. That's opening towards. That one was opening away. There's our fencing. This fencing, if you go place it and you go that direction, you'll get the back. if you place the post and go that direction, you'll get the front. So I did that way around. So we've got the fronts, and then we've got this decorative building. Oh, I didn't show that, did I? That was under... Was it under others? Maybe. There we go. There it is, under others. Utility room, which we can utilise for chainsaws. This didn't give me the option for putting a horse brush, and only one can. But we can put a marker can down there and 4 chainsaws in there in the utility room as well. I think that might be it for part 1. I'm not going to have enough time to get any more into this, and I've still got a ton to do. It is very late now here in the UK, so I'm going to edit this later. This may not post till first thing tomorrow morning, and then I'll get on to part 2. There's also a new map out today as well. The new map is a reincarnation of Silver Run Forest, and it looks phenomenal. So I will get onto that again as soon as possible. We're just a little bit snowed under at the moment. I hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.